Mm. Good evening, boys and girls of poker. Welcome to my stream today, Thursday, 28th of July. Another Thursday, another poker day. I have already opened one table here. Today, just gonna type in the session focus. It's gonna be planning ahead before my preflop action and actively searching for exploits versus my opponents. So, gonna play 2 tables today, and I will actively search for very good tables with opponents I want to play against. Just give me 1 sec. Here, in this instance, I could find the exploit to steal with a broad range when I look at what was the small blind in the last hand, which is a tight aggressive player. But then again, these players tend to defend their blinds, and we see rather high 3-bet values, so they are gonna actively defend their stand, their blinds. So the best targets to steal are actually not the ones that 3-bet in a high frequency, but the ones that like to call the open raises. They do not mind playing out of position, and they either fall to flop c-bet at a high percentage when they miss, so they're flop honest, or they are at least turn honest, so they fold versus turn bet very frequently. Gonna check out the IPoker lobby from time to time. This is NL4. I'm not gonna get used lightly to that stake. So it's no limit 5 on the left table, which is Pokerstars, and it's no limit 4 on the right table. In this very instance, there are a lot of tables open in the IPoker universe here. Even some with 20% players per flop. Yes, here. Gonna squeeze myself next to a player that only plays with 25 BBs. Here, I'm gonna start with the open raise. With an ace X hand offsuit. Mind you, these players both have rather high 3-bet values, especially the one here, which I almost have 100 hands on. He plays 30-25, which is a very active player. Remarkably, not a high aggression factor. So, post flop, he might slow down the aggressiveness quite a bit and choose the passive lines a lot. But pre-flop, he's active, he plays a lot of hands, he even raises them at a high frequency, and he 3-bets. we can immediately see that he folds to 3-bet only 25%. So this is a rather low percentage. So he doesn't like folding versus 3-bets, and it's clear that the exploit here is to open raise with a value heavy range against him. Quite often here I'm gonna c-bet, not c-bet, I'm gonna try to squeeze here, because this tag here probably has a bad, not a very strong hand when he only calls, and middle position unfortunately clicks it back to me, which I don't like. Him being a tag, as far as I know, he might have a range that dominates me here. Ace king, ace queen, probably a lot of the time. Or he could have something like a poker pair, tens and better. Not sure if he would 3-bet nines or eights, but I don't think that I have a good situation here, because if I hit with king, queen offsuit, I might as well have reverse implied odds versus a hand like ace king or ace queen when I do it. Pretty hard to catch a good angle with the cam. Here the table seems to be quite tight. 8-8 only. Not really sure if I can be happy with these kind of tables. Here attack 16-13 opens under the gun. I have pocket threes, but I'm gonna fold those. My dog is tapping around in the room behind me. Probably wants to flee from the way my session starts. Here, this is the first hand this guy plays. It's under the gun. 10 hands he played. The first one he actively does play. I do have a random guy with 78 big blinds that called the open raise. If I 3-bet here, I might open up the betting again versus someone that will only re-raise me, or re-raise me with a lot of his range. What do we have here? Very small c-bet on a flop like this. I actually do think calling is not the worst option, even though I would prefer to only play the pot heads up. This might slow down the action a lot, this ace on a turn. Keep the players rather honest. I do think this guy has a lot of aces in his under the gun raising range, and when he calls again, my tens surely aren't good anymore. But this jack hits a calling range quite well. Wouldn't be surprised if he hit here, the guy that only called throughout the whole hand. And he re-raises, yeah, which we do see. And yeah, I would have a hard time too with an ace here. Very big open raise from this taggish player. 4.5 from the button. I will not set mine the sixes. Interestingly enough, this guy calls off even such a high open raise of 4.5 big blinds. It's ace king versus king 6. Definitely found the fish at the table here. Unfortunately to my left and not to my right. Gonna open raise here with the fives. 28 guy opens up from the, what is it, a middle position. Not gonna open raise 3-4 suited just because I do think I do have this guy here with the 13-15. He likes to overcall. Oh, look at this. I'm playing versus... Okay, I will not be able to fold here. I will just call down these two big blinds here on the right table. Can't really fold. And if he has kings, nice hand. I get a chance to make it back on the table in the middle. With the aces. I get 3-bet from the tag here. Gonna 4-bet middle table and gonna check behind here in a 3-way flop. That is not very good for a raises range, and especially not for my hand since I don't even have the ace for the wheel straight here. Seems like I got the 3-bet. I got the 3-bet to fold with my 4-bet the aces. So he has an entry here now. Fold to preflop 3-bet. No, fold to preflop 4-bet here because I was 4-betting. 7-7. I will start with a bluff 3-bet here. Get called very, very fast. I do bet small here. See, bet small because that board is quite nice. And I stay lucky here. Ace jack twice. Gonna 3-bet it here because I don't like overcalling. I do hit an ace on a very nice flop. I'm c-betting very small just to see how he reacts. On a bet high, gonna 3-bet here with the ace queen. Second barrel gets the job done on the left table. I take it down. The 3-bet here versus the taggish player. We will see. I'm very, very active here. 3-bets me now. And I do think that given the image I have and the hand I have with the positional advantage, I do have to call here. And we will see what happens here. I will call I guess, just to see if he can still lay it down. We'll have 26 plus. This will be 77. And he will have 62 behind, which is just too few. I will not get him to fold, I guess. So no, gonna fold. Don't like this hand at all. Probably calling a 4-bet was a mistake. I have a guest from the Poker Forge here. Very nice. Only saw you right now. Hello squared. Hope you're doing good. Actually don't really feel secure right now. I missed the detail of the hand, which is a bad sign actually. I think I called an open raise with my pocket sevens. C-bet flop, C-bet turn. He likes to follow through, as it seems. And he does it this instance too. So, gonna fold here. I will have to get my shit together, because if I don't, I'm drifting away from A to B or even C game. So I'm gonna reduce tables. I'm pretty sure if I see things like that repeating. Well, what do we have here? We do have an out of position 3-bet from a guy that hasn't done this ever before. I will play against this guy with position. And I hope to hit the flop like this. When he... Do I go broke? It's already kind of interesting here, because he makes an almost committing bet, and I think yes, I do that. When he checks, I might even check back, just because he can induce, and I'm not fearing the flush all too much after this preflop action. He might fire another spewy bluff, something like that here. But when he checks back, I like a 2/3 bet here, value bet. I'm pretty sure he hasn't a jack, because he would lead out that jack for sure on the river. The king might be good here, and we can steal from him, which is nice. Was trying to chat, so got me off talking. Squared actually has a very cool YouTube name, Adam Erdreich. Sounds German or Austrian. Oh, yeah, you're running hot. I would love to play No Limit 100. I'm miles away, as you can see. I'm still struggling at the micro stakes. I even had to move back down from no limit 10 to no limit 5. And I'm actually not even sure if it's a problem of my skills or if I'm overcomplicating things. I just think I would be crushed at no limit 100. Even though I would like to go there rather sooner than later. Oh, we do have a limper here, which I like. Thank you for that. Do I ISO? I do ISO because firstly he folds to 3 bets. Oh, didn't check his stack size. Another error like the one before. I was assuming he's a full stack, but he's actually a 30 big blind stack. So yeah, got to take care a little more. Gonna reduce the table numbers. Leave table next big blind. This one is 15, 14, 8, which is actually a really, really bad number. Just want to finish giving the signs, the tags. So if I meet those guys and girls again, I'm gonna be able to identify if it's good to play against those or not. Missed one. Not gonna complete here. Okay, we have the 10 here, interestingly. Versus the limper here, I already marked green. Not gonna get fancy here. There's still the jack and the king that are beating me. He's not full stacked, so my implied odds are limited. And I would like to prefer having something like the ace king here. Gonna 3-bet to, let's make it 11. He's from the cutoff, he's very loose aggressive, 34, 34. I'm gonna give him the lag sign. 65% VPipper. Ah. Just read in the chat where Squared is from Romania. Ah, nice. Haven't been there. But I wasn't completely wrong with that German roots. Okay. That bet can be anything. And I will play on here. I might even still have a value bet with my pair of jacks. Yeah, I can avoid a showdown. He's playing pretty straightforward. Not gonna open here with loose passive player behind me. It's not the kind of hand I would like to see. Fold to 3-bet, we don't know yet. Not gonna get fancy with 3-4 suited. Certainly not the one hand I would need. For a 3-bet bluff, would rather have a baby ace suited. But he keeps on stealing, so he gets the lag tag here. I do have very nitty stats on the right table, playing 6-6. There's one YouTuber, I don't know if he's from Romania too, but he might be from somewhere in that ballpark. Eastern Europe, something like 3-bet, Eastern Europe, don't know exactly. I think he's from Romania too. You probably know him. He does vlogs too, and he plays a lot of live tourneys, I guess. I will have to check. He should be in my let's just check. There's Red Cheat Time Poker I like to watch. 4-bet in East Europe poker vlog. That's a guy I'm watching from time to time. Here, beautiful possibility to 3-bet in position. Take it down pre-flop, which is nice. Yeah. Not gonna open ace-6 there. King Jack offsuit, probably a hand to play. Let's try it out. I will, however, use my bigger raise size for the early positions. I actually do have reasons to keep on playing the table on the right side. Two players that have very high VPIP values, not all too high preflop raise values. Wow, Adam, you're posting just now something that is very interesting for me to read. You're saying that No Limit 100 seems softer than No Limit 25 and No Limit 50. Sounds completely insane to me, but you might know all these stakes, and very well possible you're right. For me, I guess I could manage that and top it up to a 40 buy-in bankroll, but it's just not what I want to do. I don't want to, like, let's say, buy in into No Limit 100 bankroll and then go from there, and just to see that I can't beat it and move down limit per limit until I get back to No Limit 25 or even No Limit 10. Would much rather prefer to do it the other way around, so start from the bottom and move up. But I have to say, not very easy for me so far. This this is probably the moment where I can display my my all-in stat. First, I have to care for the hand here. I'm playing versus someone that doesn't fall to c-bets in 67%. And right now, that's why I chose a very small size. I don't think he's reacting to the raise size itself. A bet is just a bet, and the raise for him is just, well, clear value, I'd say. So I have no problem folding here. I chose to bet because the board is so dry. I think it's a good spot to fire a c-bet per se. And after the raise, just seemed like a very easy fold. Yep, what was I talking about? This is my all dates graph. Well, at least since I came back. Look here, I have a possibility to 3-bet once more. The hand plays okay in a 3-bet pot with position, and the guy has a rather broad opening range, I'd say, and he had a high fold to 3-bet stat, so that was the exploit I saw here, and I pulled off, and it worked just fine. Just have to be careful here on this table because I do have 23-21 stats with 26% rebet, so they're gonna play at me really hard, and I would love to have few very strong prime starting hands to stack them off if they want to play back. Then they shall play back when I have the goods. So yeah, the chart is negative. What shall I say? It's almost, what is it? Almost 33,000 hands, something like that. And I'm just not positive. What are the stakes? What is the highest stake I played? No limit 20. Only shy of 2,000 hands. So down 3 stacks and move down again. And there's a lot of NL10. Stakes. Let's put all the no limit 10 hands together. If it's fast poker, speed poker, right? I want to say if it's heads up, just everything no limit 10. Add to filter. Well, that didn't really work out. Didn't work out as I wanted to. I'm gonna 3-bet here. No. For once, I will just call here. Just because I was so aggressive in the latest hands. And he's a 10-0 player. Might even decide to bet here. Because shouldn't be this the kind of board that he likes. Now, kings. That was exactly what I was hoping for. Give me an open raise from one of those guys, and I can 3-bet once again. And now he might be annoyed and play back. Let's just hope. Come on. No, he folds. They just let me do that. So the exploit on this table is very clear. They just don't seem to fight back enough against high percent of high rate of aggression. Let me check what Adam wrote in the chat. The regs are way better when blind levels go up, but there seem to be more super recreationals at no limit 100. Well, yeah, makes sense for me, because as in most casinos, there's players that like to spew around their money, their chips, and they don't want to play something that doesn't feel like meaningful to them, so they only start at no limit 100. And if they would play no limit 100 in the casino live, why shouldn't they play no limit 100 on an online poker site? In their logic, of course, the limits might be worlds apart. Worlds apart. No limit 100 in online might be comparable to 10-20, something like that. My steal here got called from the short stack fish and another blackish player, and I will not see bet here versus 2. It's just bad. The board doesn't get any better here. Because I have 2 opponents, I will not start bluffing, even though I would only playing versus 1. Yeah. What could he do it with? 10 jack? I don't even think so, because he would have played on a turn. Don't really see what he could have here. Oh, a6. Very passively played a6. But I was back. I was beaten by both players. So probably okay I didn't bet, because the 64-9 player that falls to C bets only 40% on the flop, 50% on the turn. I don't think that he would have folded a queen there. Maybe people that play this as a hobby need the bigger limits to feel the thrill. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. You were putting it precise and shorter. A hand I would like to 3-bet, but not sure if I'm overdoing it. But let's just push the limits one more time and see when these guys start playing back. He folds to 3-bets, you see, still 100%. Now the 4-bet comes. I will not do it again. I called the 4-bet before with ace queen offsuit last time, but I will not do it here. Of course not. Well, we know now that this guy probably found the heart to play back. Oh, and the 2.4 big blind small stack is still in the hand. If he goes away, are there still any reasonable targets? The one to my right, 30-30, 3-bet 20%. 2 to my right, 14-7, 3-bet 0. 32-32 lag with 15% 3-bet. Squared I'm pretty sure you would already have left that table a long time ago. Since you're writing, you're very picky with table selection. And I am too now. Just left that one because there's not a green player left anymore. Jack 9. I'm effectively in the cutoff. I could open raise here. It's a bit loose, but look at him. He folds to flop c-bet 100%. So if he wouldn't 3-bet but call, he probably would be flop honest. 33, sorry, 83 hands on the player. I haven't found a better table yet. I'm actually not really liking the IPoker tables, to be honest. $25.19 player here, lag. And I already have... Is this the table I played before? 3-bet range. All 2-bet from blinds with 8-8, queen 7 suit. Okay. Yeah, that player here is perfect. 41-24. He's not really passive. I still mark him green because 41% of hands played is just too much. Oh, what happened here? Oh, the dynamics changed. Gonna open raise the queen jack suited from the button. Ooh, no, why did you leave? I just saw a green player on a new table, but when I wanted to join, he just left. So probably he comes back. Let's hope. Pokerstars, that is. Table in the middle. Not all too much going on. No. No. Leave that one. Tables are going to rearrange in a second. So that's what you get when you start a new table. A short stack with 40 BBs, one player that I already have marked green. And the short stack even starts limping. What a wonderful world. Ooh, I do see here that this table on the left, not very good. 25-21. We're gonna leave table next big blind. Look at this, another one that just starts limping. First hand under gun. I don't like when they min-raise from the button because it's so tempting to overcall in the big blind. And I probably would need to do that quite a lot. but I don't like calling 2 bets, and especially not doing that out of position. Just gross. Queens, what an entry. I usually do 2.5 from this position, so let's stick to that, even though 2 recreationals are in the blinds. And here the big blind 3 bets me. He's unknown. I actually would like to 4-bet here. Don't like. It's gonna be ugly if he pushes. It's gonna be really ugly if he pushes. That would indicate the range, but doing it to 43. Is this even worse than pushing? 2 aces do that, probably. Ace king might. 2 jacks do that. I don't know, but he played 33% of hands in the first 9 hands. Oh man. It's probably okay, and I'm timed out, but to be honest, in the latest seconds, I was considering pushing over it. Turn the gut shot. That's not worth a penny here. I hope you can still hear that and see the hand with the queens, because I would be interested if you think it's too weak to fold there. Gonna ISO raise to 4 BBs here. Get the call from a 31-8 player. I do get flop a gut shot here on a rather connected board. I will call here just because I have pretty nice implied odds. Now that's pretty weak here. I do try to bluff here. Does it make sense versus these players? It might. Just because it looks scary even to them. Well, that's really bad. If I check, I'm gonna lose the hand. If I bet, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure if I can win it. No, he wouldn't have folded, so okay. The bluff raise on a turn probably was rather bad. Hmm. Romania is 1 hour ahead. I have 20 minutes after 10 o'clock at night. He has 20 minutes after 11. There's a tag in the button. I can easily assume he's gonna fold a lot, so I'm effectively at the bottom here. He folds to c-bets 67%, so yeah, that was the plan, to bet into him if he calls. If the board is not bad, which it wasn't at all. I have started to extract YouTube shorts out of my my videos here, live stream videos, which is quite nice actually. I like it. I was just checking if he folds to 4 bets, but there's just not enough sample size here. Bum, 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 bum. What a big open raise here from this guy that plays 50% of hands and raises 38% of those. Interesting. Probably could have made an open raise here with this guy so tight. And the 25-13 in the big blind. So, new tables. We need new and better tables. There anyone green on an active table? No, it's not. So I shall start a new one. Let's see if they come to me. Wenn der Prophet nicht zum Berg kommt, muss auch der Berg zum Prophet gehen. Or so they say. Folds to c-bet, we don't know. No, I won't c-bet this time, because I do have some showdown value with my ace. I will call and use the position to see how he reacts. The 2 is not a bad card. I will bet here in hopes of taking it down, which happens. Too many tables now. I know that I will have to get rid of that. It's gonna rearrange in a sec. What do we have here? Nice hand. King 4. And I get 3-bet, which I will fold against. But this time getting the aces, and I will be able to isolate this guy. Someone from Belarus, flamingly, gets along too. Not a good flop at all. All these are set cards. And I'm playing versus 2 players. The 2 BB bet I will be able to call. And we even get the chance to play it out heads up. Well, I do have showdown value and probably lose to a pair of deuces. That limp called. I know why I'm here. Just because I want to play with you. Okay. Anything we can do? We have a very tight player, 2 very tight players here. So this would be an any 2 steal spot against these guys, 16-8 and 14-10. Now here, I do like that flop. And I see bet it because I want to build that pot. I will check behind if I get the chance to, just because I do have so many outs here. If I get check raised off that hand, it would be a shame. And we get a straight. We river a straight. Gonna chop with any check. Check, queen, very possible here. Would beat me now. So I'm not gonna raise, I'm gonna just call and win. And anyway, you might argue I would have to raise here, but there's just better straights out there in the part of preflop ranges that are played. Jack, queen jack is just the Broadway hand that a lot of players like to play. It's inside any 20% calling range for sure, and I would look very bad to raise here and then getting called or even re-raised by that exact hand. Probably okay. 43.21, the values here on the middle table. That's actually quite nice. 21.11 on the left table. So. I do like the colors though of these players. Table to the right is 28.20. We have one clear tag here with 16.13. We have that, let's call it 21.11 of wannabe tag. Probably that just plays too many hands or plays too many hands passively. make it orange, then this 5140 guy. I'm not all too happy, but also it's not terrible here. I'm just gonna continue stealing his blind and hoping to play pots in position versus him. Now the 3-betting starts. I will let go, and I can live with that. I don't have a problem mental wise. Oh, that's bad. I wanted to 3-bet higher. Misclicked here. That's actually bad. Now I'm giving too good of odds if somebody wants to call. Should have denied an easy call here. Don't know anything about this villain here, but the board is so bad. I'm gonna check behind. Gets even worse here. No, I won't bet here, just because I do have showdown value. And if he bets here, I'm gonna call. Let's think about. Does he have 2-5 here ever? Does he have the 5? He might have the 5. Yeah, I'm gonna fold here. Wow. A lot of tables are open now. Seems like there are some regs that just left their tables. I will leave that table here. Here we go again. Wow. We now have a pre-flop all in. First bet, 2-bet all in with 54 big blinds. Nice. Probably not aces. I remember Micro Broma guy. We already had nice battles, and I want to play him again. Luckily, I found him on a table I'm scanning through. Other than that, there's just so many players that I don't know on these tables still. Even though I'm color coding like crazy. 1911, how do I color code that guy? Wannabe tag, probably. Tag with leaks. Because if you raise 11, the gap is a bit high to 19. VPIP. I have 276 hands on Microbroma. And none on that half stack, 70 big blind stack, so not gonna play back here. We get another chance with ace-8 offsuit. I have a tight image here and no 3-bet values on 40 hands, so I'm gonna try isolating this guy, or not isolating, 3-bet bluff him. Just to see the big blind overcalling my 3-bet. Wow. And he pushes all in. I would almost bet this is an ace-king hand. But we probably will see a call here too. Or does he ever call 9 just to fold now? Not sure. But I'm pretty sure he ELW 1985, which is a nice year, by the way. Yeah, the Battle of Ace King, here we have it. Of course, it would have been wonderful card removal because they steal themselves the outs. My queen and my jack would even won the hand. Oh. One should know this before. 3-bet of 13%. Probably gonna change this guy from recreational to lag. Ace 3. Queen 10, deuce. Very bad flop for both my hand and my range, so I check. And I'm gonna fold here. Don't really need to open that ace 3 suited under the gun. But here, what do I do with this guy? That is crazy. I'm gonna 3-bet small here because he only has 20 BBs. Does he ever push a worse ace here? One thing is important. If I think he's bad, then I shouldn't give him a chance to push here. Minraise call. I do think there's some worse aces that are doing this. Yeah, or 10-9 suited for a random hand. So we are lucky and win this 60-40 situation. Borderline play to re-raise here versus the short stack. Oh, he's reloaded just now, which is nice because I do have jacks under the gun and he might still be pissed. Ooh, we flop a set on middle set on a very draw heavy board. I want to bet big here. And he calls. I do want to bet big again. Because this board is just dangerous. Oh, what a bad river card. One card to the straight. That's just so ugly. 42 in the pot. He bet 6. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call odds-wise. And I don't think the flush will beat me, but I do think I'm possibly running against the 10 here. No. Well, that was really bad. Firing 6 there. Sorry for that. Did he really check 3 times here? Oh, let's bet. Probably should have bet turn already. How many hands do we have played today? 212. And we're just below break even. Slightly negative red line. Positive showdown winnings line. Both blinds called my early position open raise. 4, 5. Ooh, we're even three-way. Well, I do not like what I see here. Four, 5, 6, 7. Well, any 8, any 3 makes the straight. Pretty sure one of these guys here has it. So my 9s are no good anymore. We get another chance to play pocket pairs. Pairs of 7. Nobody wants to play with me. He's tight. He not so much. Here, I'm gonna open raise because of the strength of my hand. A lag here. Let's color code him. 23, 23, 10%, 3-bet. The 72-28 guy here is the only reason to stay in on this table. The other players are just not what we want to play against. 16, 13, 13%, 3-bet, that's a tag. I'm gonna call here. I know these are hard 3-betters, but I want to play pots against him. I'm gonna bet very low, just because he doesn't like folding on flops, but the flop is very dry, so we can try. It works out well. Not all too much is happening right now. I would love to see a few more good hands before I end the session. Against the lag, the best exploit probably is to raise a smidge smaller than the usual 3 BBs. Do we really have a guy that hasn't played a single hand in 20 instances? I'm second barreling here, just because the pair board might scare off a few flush draws, and that's really bad now, because he might have peeled with the ace of hearts, and I will bet small here, block betting, and looking bad versus a hand that actually I cannot understand why he called 2 streets with. $38.29 player opens 3 BBs from early. Ooh, from early position, and he doesn't have full stack, so behave here. Will not 3-bet bluff. Board is pretty darn bad, but I will bet in position just because I can easily turn my hand into a bluff. I do have almost no equity here. I will not follow through here though. Could have had an open raise here. I missed that hand. 12 BBs. Makes it 8. Sick. I mean, he can easily have a pair of 9s, pair of 4s. I'm tempted to call, but I don't know. I won't. There's also the flush draw that got there. And there's better kings, like all the 2-pair kings here, if he really has one of those. So play it safe. Wow. That's a really nice flop. I'm going to raise up here. If he catches me with a mate straight, that would be nice. Gonna protect my overvalue range part here versus this very nitty player on this kind of board. Works out well. Micro Broma guy is not crazy today. I hit him once or twice and he was playing really crazy. So probably he's the guy that can have a very big discrepancy between his A and his C game. Wanna bet small here with my king, just because I would like to thin the field. Let's see if he starts betting himself. Gonna bet another small bet here, and if I get raised, I usually am beaten here. Aggression factor 2.4, really not very low, but still I'll need to call that here against this player. $57.36. Almost maniac guy here. This hand might fare pretty well multi-way, so I will call here. That's not the kind of flop I want to see with that hand. Gone. Gone. Battle it out without me. But here we do have the all-in from the Nit. What kind of hand do you have here? Probably the overpair. I missed the preflop action, but I'd say it's often an overpair. Aces or kings. If he was the passive guy, then this might have been a hand that turned a set and that didn't want to have more free cards coming down on a board that was rather wet. Dum. Sometimes my grinding these micro stakes reminds me a lot of a Monty Python sketch I just watched. I remember that from my younger days, and I still like to watch it from time to time. It's the Black Knight that stands in the way and doesn't want to let the king pass through a bridge. And he wants to fight even though he keeps on losing. The first arm, a second arm, a third arm. Not at a third arm. But his legs too. But he just doesn't want to give up. Yeah, probably I'm a little bit like this. Well, I will not lose my bankroll. I'm pretty sure, because I do have very strict bankroll management, but that's why I'm playing low stakes. I want to be rolled deep enough to play the limits I play. What do we make now? 25-13 player. I do call here. And if he goes on, I'll call again. Yeah, we're chopping. He's got the ace too. Oh, I got a limp from this guy. This is a perfect table. 3 green markers. I'm gonna complete with Jack 9. Don't expect to get 3-bet all too often. But flopping like this. So sad it's not Jack 10 and I flopped the mate straight versus these guys. Yeah. 21, 18, 7% 3-bet on 36 hands. Let's mark him attack. I open raise ace 10 here. This is the nit, yeah, it's the lag. I'm gonna leave that table. When I start color code, I see that I have to leave this table immediately. It's just too bad. Same thing probably goes here. The one to my right might be exploitable the way I see it, because he folds 3 and 4 bets. But there might be better players, better villains. Without next big blind. Fold flops we don't know yet. I'm gonna check behind here because that board is just bad for my range, and he might know that. I do not have anything to do in that hand. I folded queen, queen versus 4-bet tonight, posted on our Discord. Oh, great, I'm gonna see that hand and check out. Check out this. Russell. Gonna check out the Discord for sure and comment on the hand. And to be honest, I won't take more tables. I will also sit out here and end the session because I just don't feel great tonight. I do think I can do better when I'm when I'm fresher, when I'm not already up like 16 hours or something like that. So gonna come back another day. I'm gonna do the post-session analysis and check out the Forge's Discord to see folding queens versus the 5-bet from Russell. And yeah, gonna post myself a few of the hands here, and I hope I can extract another 2 or 3 hands for YouTube Shorts out of that live session. I'm gonna start successfully. I'm at the live stream of 9th of June right now, and I'm choosing 2 or 3 hands in each live stream that might be interesting. I cut them down to under 60 seconds and I posted them on my channel as shorts. And soon there will be recordings where the live stream music doesn't come through. In fact, I forgot it this session, played without music, but it's gonna be easier to cut those. And yeah, looking forward for some more views, probably some more subscribers out of those shorts. Thank you for being with me. Not very proud about the session and the few plays I did. I wasn't 100% present here throughout this session. So mental game, I'd say a mediocre B game tonight. Not a single time where I had a clean A game, and I'm gonna say it's because of being tired and having a long day behind me already, and I need probably some sleep right now. Well, that's it. Thank you for being with me once again, and this stream is ending.